Hello, I'm Clarice Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read. Messages from your person, whether this is someone that is destined for you and you've not met them yet, or whether this is someone that's already in your life or someone that you've got your eye on. This is messages about what's going on for them at the moment, messages for you, things that you need to know about. Now, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to each of these. So an extended reading, video reading that goes more into your stuff, like guidance for you where you find yourself right now, if there's something that you need to do or heal or a different way of looking at it or dealing with this emotionally. Guidance for you in this relationship when you guys get together, what you need to know about them, yourself, possible dynamics, how to make it work really well, and also how this might all go down with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, there's going to be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments box below, where you can also find your fast forward links, the timestamps to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one do you want? Do you want the crystal? Would you like the flower? Or the shell? Take your pick now. Follow your intuition. Trust that intuition. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell. Drop a message, a comment in there about what you're going through, how this resonates with you. Love hearing from you. Enjoy your reading. I will see you in there. If you chose the crystal, this one's for you. Let's get your messages from your person. So as always, there's a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading to go with this. And in that extended reading, I'm going to give you some guidance for what you're going through right now, whether some changes that you need to make, whether you're dealing with things emotionally, guidance for you right now, guidance for you in this relationship. So when you're together, what you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, possible dynamics, how to make it work really well, stuff you need to know. Also, how this might go down as well, how the changes might happen if you're waiting for changes to happen. How it's going to happen and when as well, possible timelines for all of that. So if you're interested in that extended deeper dive, then toward the end of the reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. So let's get into it. Let's get some messages from your person, whether you've met this person already, someone you've got your eye on, someone you were with, or someone you haven't met yet. Let's see. Awakening is out first. So your person's waking up to something. So maybe they didn't realize how they felt about you previously or when they first met you. I'm hearing a no from that. I'm hearing it like it was kind of a love at first sight situation, or maybe a lust at first sight situation. But awakening that this is much more. This is much more than they thought at the beginning, is what I'm getting there. Got Magic Maker and one on the floor as well, vulnerability. So your person's feeling very vulnerable at the moment, maybe because they're realizing this is much more. This is a relationship that's much more than they first expected. So they could have wanted to rush into things when they first met you, lust at first sight kind of thing. And they're realizing there's a lot more magic to it. The more they've got to know you, maybe this person is watching you if they're not getting to know you in person, or they could be getting to know you in person. But the more it's making them feel vulnerable. So the more that they feel about you, the more vulnerable they're feeling. So you could have found that your person was quite full on at first and then they backed off. And you might be thinking, what's wrong with me then? And it's not. It's that there's something right with you. And they're just getting freaked out about it because, there's more on the line, isn't there? When we really like someone, there's more on the line. So let's find out more. Let's get some tarot out for you. Tell us more about Crystal's person. The Hermit. So with the retreating. The backing off. It feels to me like your person's taking a decision very seriously. And they weren't necessarily doing that at first. Taking it that seriously. Coming into this lightly and then realizing, hang on, there's more to this relationship. And so I better back off. I wonder why they're backing off. I'll get clarifiers out for each of these. Tell us more about Crystal's person. Okay, 10 of Cups. You're their wish fulfillment. So they do see a long-term future with you. As I said, I'm picking up this energy from them that they do see that this is a much a much more committed, or it could be a much more committed relationship than originally they thought it would be. So I think your person was initially sexually attracted to you, very attracted to you, thinks you're very beautiful, handsome, and they were running towards you like this. Maybe you delayed things. And I think that was a good move on your part if you did that, because they were very fast moving at that time. And now they're realizing it's much more than this. And so they're waiting on something. I wonder what they're waiting on. 3 of Wands here. They're waiting on a path to open up, maybe a way to approach you, or maybe they're thinking about how to approach you. Let's find out. What's the Hermit about? Why the Hermit? I'm going to go again with that because this 4 came out. Why the Hermit? Tell us precisely. Why the Hermit? How come they've backed off here? The Magician and the Hierophant. There you go. It's because they want to manifest the Magician. They want to manifest the Hierophant. So they want to manifest much more commitment. It's like I was saying. So they want to manifest that. So they've got to change their approach now. The same approach won't work if you want to be in a long-term relationship like that, in a commitment with someone. So that's what they're doing, is they're coming up with a way to manifest that. And so they're realizing that they need to approach differently. They're hermiting away to figure that out. What's behind this? What's behind this? Perception. Oh, because they're worried about how you're thinking about them, how you're perceiving them. And so it's almost like they want to put some space in between the way that they approached you in the first place and how they're going to approach you in the future. They want you to forget about that fast person that they were, that lusty person that they were, and change your perception of them. So they're very much now concerned about how you're perceiving them. And of course, that'd be true if they want a committed relationship. They want you to see them in a really good light. So that is why they're hermiting away at the moment, to figure out their plan of approach, their plan of action to approach you, so that you think well of them. So this person, your person here, is worried that you're going to reject them, really, or that you're not going to take them seriously now. Right. So why the 10 of Cups then? So they think that this is a long-term thing. They think that you're their wish fulfillment. They're happily ever after. And why is this? Because the World, they've completed a cycle. They're ready for a new chapter. The World there. A cycle's completed, so they could have been a player before. And that cycle is completed for them now. Also got the Lovers here as well. Very well could have been a player energy. So your person could be in a transition stage at the moment in the World, and the Lovers there. Maybe ready for something longer term. And 2 of Materials. It's like they hadn't decided on that yet. So I feel like you're one of them, the triggers for them to realize that the old cycle is over, kind of thing. The Lovers, just the Lovers, the one in, one out kind of thing, short-term stuff. And I'm hearing that they had other signs too, that they were juggling with this, whether they're ready for a committed relationship now, but you're part of that triggering of saying, well, yeah, I do want crystals, so for a long-term thing, not just a short-term thing. So they do feel like that they could have it all with you. There has been signs for them that it is time for them to do that, to step into a more long-term committed kind of relationship and investigate that side of life, because it is quite different, isn't it, than just the dating thing or short-term relationships. To have like a solid connection and to develop that in a relationship. Much more fulfilling, I think. Well, yeah, the other isn't fulfilling at all to me. What's behind this? Stripping illusions. Oh, Your person has been disillusioned by long-term relationships. So they have been in one before, but it wasn't like what you're going to have together or what you have together. Stripping illusions. So yeah, so they were resistant to long-term relationships before, even though they had one. It's because they had one and it didn't live up to everything they wanted. So your person could have got married at a young age or just been in a really long-term relationship from a young age. We don't know ourselves when we're young. We're just finding ourselves out. So finding out who we are. And so we can't make good decisions on a partner for life at that age. Whatever age they were, but I'm picking up that it was a young energy. So yeah, so they've been disillusioned by that. But really it's in the picking. It's like if they're choosing you and you're choosing them because you've got a lot in common, because you can really see you're having a life together. It's not just based on attraction. You really know yourselves and you're a good match, you know, then this could be very different for them now. And this is what they're thinking. So Knight of Swords. They ran towards you, they rushed on in there, and now it appears that they're running away. Tell us what this Knight of Swords is, or is this them rushing back in? I was just... Knight of Materials, slowly. So they changed their approach, right? They've changed their approach from rushing in to going really slowly because they don't want to mess this up. This is too good to mess up. So the switch from the Knight of the Swords, fast one, the Knight of the Swords, to the Knight of Materials, the slow one, the one that's going to get it right, the one that gets the girl in the end, kind of thing. Knight. What's behind this? Why did they change their approach then? I think we know. I think we've already been told. Death of the old dam. Changing them in a good way. Well, it's not really you that's changing them. I'm hearing that they do have other reasons to make this change, but you're one of them. And the death of the old dam so that they can have this rebirth. So your person's very much in transition, which will be taking them a while. Apparently they need to be by themselves to do that. There's the Hermit again on the bottom of the deck. So the Three of Wands, what are they waiting for? What are you waiting for, Crystal's person? What are they waiting for? The Muse of Voices, for clarity. So they want to get really clear on their approach. They also want clarity from you as well. They want kind of a sign that you're open in a way for this approach. So yeah, they were just waiting on clarity. They're waiting for that magical moment where it'll just feel right for them to move on in. But they're quite happy to wait. It's groundwork. They're laying the groundwork is what I just heard there. Your person's laying the groundwork for this. They're waiting for the perfect wave, see? The Three of Wands is they're waiting for that perfect moment when they've got clarity to make a move. Sexual energy. Because they don't want you to think that it's just this. There's so much sexual energy between you. Your person's got for you here, and they don't want you to think that it's just that. Now, it started off as just that, and now it isn't. It's way more than that. And so they're having to really consider their approach here because they don't want you to reject them. So let's find out more. Tell us more. Tell us more. That's too many. Honeymoon. Oh wow. So your person really does have high hopes, like big dreams for you. They want this honeymoon. It's hard. Your person's tearing themselves apart here because they've got this high sexual energy, but it's not just that. I think your person has had a lot of relationships. Maybe they've had definitely one long-term relationship, but I think they've had a lot of short-term relationships that didn't mean that much to them, and they probably have been told over and over again by these short-term relationships that it's just that that maybe they expected more from it, but it was just a sexual thing, you know, when maybe the girl wants more from it, but the guy just wants it to be a sexual thing, and then they're like, that's all you're about, that's all you're about. And they want this honeymoon time with you, so they want to spend some time with you. They might want to go away, like, and have a honeymoon with you, but that's going to be a lot of sexual energy, and they don't want you to turn around and be like the others and say, this is all you're about, or you just want me for that. And so they're worried about this. They want this bliss of holiday time with you. They do want that. They're terrified to ask you. It's because of their baggage. It's because of what has been said to them before, but their approach is so different this time. Now, when I was pulling out this card to go with the Knight of Swords, I was having an image of like a grand gesture kind of thing, that they might be planning a grand gesture just to make you know, like maybe to invite you away somewhere for this honeymoon, but just so that you know that it's way more than that. They could be like really piling it on thick, you know, have the flowers and just be setting things up. They might be finding out things about you so that they come armed with all the things that you really love. So finding out information about you to really impress you, so that you know that it's just more than this sexual energy. I mean, they do have that sexual energy for you. I think that's going to be a big part of this relationship, but they don't want you to think that it's all they want. There's something in that. There's something in this honeymoon thing. I think they want to go away with you. They might want to whisk you away, take you away from all of this madness I just heard. What's the madness going on? Time for healing. Take you away and sort things out with you. And just spend one-on-one time together so that you might have other people around you. I mean, that you both know, or if you were together at home, mutual friends, something like that could interfere. They want just one-on-one time with you so that they can let you know who they are and what their intentions are. They want a prolonged time with you, that honeymoon time with you, to heal things. I think your person could have a reputation, hey? I think they want to get to you first before other people do, with their stories about them. And if they can set it up, they can have this prolonged time with you away, just one-on-one. They think that they might be able to set this up as a solid thing before anyone else gets involved. They might want to tell you about themselves and maybe secrets about themselves and explain it from their point of view before other people give you the wrong impression, you know, before other people tell you from their point of view about them. Yeah, there's a definite planned approach here. They're deliberating over it. That's why they're in hermit mode right now. Tell us more. Okay, past, respect and vision. Okay, so we've got a stagnant situation on our hands at the moment, or so it seems. So they want to release this stagnant situation in order to transform this union. They've got a lot of respect for you and they want you to know that, like they want to convey that in their approach to you. So they're really valuing you, and they want this path to love to go right for them. They've got a vision for it. Oh, they've had dreams about you. They've had a dream. They're getting help from the higher self on this, in dreams and visions about what to do, what approach to take to you. The honeymoon thing is part of that. Expect your person to invite you away. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe, it says. But this is more about visions. They've had visions and dreams about you. The person thinks a lot about you. They're very focused on you. I'm feeling vulnerable. They think this is a magical connection with you. Tell us more. Tell us more. clock. It's just a matter of time before they come in and do that. Time to heal, though. There's that healing again. They've got to sort something out first in themselves. It's like the way that they were with all of these various lovers. This cycle that's coming to a close here, this player kind of an energy. It's like they didn't want anyone to get in too close because they hadn't healed themselves. And now they're thinking that cycle is coming to an end. You're a part of that, but there were other signs too. Now it's time for them to heal that thing. Yes, before they come to you. So the very reason that they were doing the player thing in the first place, it's got something to do with that long-term relationship that they were in. The healing from that. They could have shut the heart down after that long-term relationship, I think. And the heart's opening back up again now. Thanks to you. Let's find out more. Messages from your person. What do they want to tell you? Messages from Crystal's person. Beyond the ordinary. So they see you as being extraordinary and a very good match to them. And there's nobody like you. They don't want to miss this opportunity. They've got to sort themselves out now. They've got to heal this thing and sort themselves out because they just see this as being spectacular. They see a future with you. They're happily ever after with you. They think that you're really compatible with each other. They haven't felt this way about anyone else before. This is a really special connection here. That's why they're wanting to manifest the marriage there. The Hierophant card, the marriage, the commitment. Wow. Okay, let's find out more. Get some more messages from your person to you. Messages from Crystal's person. Self-love. Very nice. Now, what I'm hearing from this self-love is that they see you doing this. They see you self-loving. They see you taking care of yourself and being very solid in yourself here. And it's almost inspired them to do the same for themselves. And I don't think they've had that. I think they've had destructive kind of self-destruct kind of inspiration around them. So people saying, oh well, just quit, let's just party, that kind of thing. They've had that, but you're showing them, you're demonstrating this self-love to them, which has triggered this healing in them, amongst other things. It's not just you, is what I keep on hearing. It's not just you that's a trigger to them. They're getting help from the higher self. They're getting a lot of signs in different aspects of their lives. There could be other people that have come into their life, not on a romantic level, but that are just turning them around. They're growing up. Your person is awakening for sure. The awakening. But there's something about that, the way you've shown them how to love themselves by loving yourself. So you probably take really good care of yourself. And you're in a child. You're kind to yourself. That you're showing them a whole new level of being, and they're reaching inside of themselves for that in themselves. So very much a time for healing. I get it now. A time for healing for them, because they want to be good enough for you. So it's you're inspiring them, and they want to be like you, and they're trying to be that before their approach here, which is why they're hermiting away there. Very much focused on healing themselves and loving themselves right now to be a match for you, to be good enough for you. Definitely not wanting to scare you off, and also definitely not wanting for you to think bad of them. So they don't want to approach you yet because they don't feel good enough for you yet. They don't feel like they're into this process enough, or they haven't gone far enough down that line, Let's find out more. Messages from your person. That's a lot. They're overcoming the fears right now. Got a fear of losing you for sure. There's something about the fears that it's them, that there's a problem with them because of that past relationship that they had, the long-term one that they had. They think that there's something wrong with them. I don't feel it was a very good match. I was getting that they were very young and it just wasn't a very good match. Got together with someone before they really knew themselves. We've also got expressing free will here, so your person's having to strike out by themselves. Like I was getting that maybe they've got friends around them that aren't that good an influence on them, and they see you as this bright light, this free will person with a lot of freedom, doing, not really caring about what other people think and doing your thing. They want to be like that too, and so they're breaking away from those kind of, not from the people, I'm not getting that, I'm not getting the breaking away from the people, just the behaviors that will go along with that people, from the peer pressure, from going along with what those other people would do. So they're making different choices now, expressing their free will. It says on the back of this, my choices determine how brightly I shine. So they see you shining because of the choices that you're making. And they are, in turn, they're so inspired by you. But they're doing the work themselves, which is good, hey? Not inspired by you and they're leaning on you and saying, sort my life out. They're doing it by themselves, they're hermiting away. It's a really good sign that that's someone that's capable of a relationship, as if they'll deal with their own stuff and they won't just project it onto you or try and get you to sort out their issues, They've also got anchoring the light here, so they are trying to, your person might see themselves as quite dark because of what they've been through, and they see you as very light, and the light is always within me, it says here. They're trying to anchor that light. I mean, they're trying to be that, or they know that they are that they've got it in them, but they're trying to be that in each moment. And they're awakening inspired action. So they want to take inspired action towards you. They're awakening. There's an awakening word again. Inspirational. You're inspirational to them. Put these under here. Let's find out more messages from your person. Messages from your person. Gloxenia, love at first sight. I told you, but it was more kind of like lust at first sight. And proud spirit. There was a recognition when they first saw you. Like they knew that you were their person, but they thought it was just like the rest. They were kind of mixed up. They wanted to approach you right away because of the patterns that they were in. Love at first sight. When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew. Oh, beautiful. There's something about that first meeting. They were in awe of you when they first saw you. It was love at first sight for them. Wow! Wow. Okay. Let's get some more. Hang on, I can't reach them. I want more. Let's find out more. More messages from your person. I'm intrigued. I want to know more. A message in a bottle here. They got higher power out with that too, so they feel like a higher power is stepping in. They've been getting a lot of signs, a lot of messages here to do this, and to do this right as well. There's an elder talking to them too. There's someone talking to them, an elder. So maybe a grandparent or someone that's older than them is giving them good advice at the moment. They could be opening up to very few people about what's going on with you, but one of them that they are opening up to is older, much older than them, and is giving them really good advice here. That's one of them. But they're getting lots of these messages from a higher power. Visions as well, dreams and visions, they're getting that too. To go the distance. To be in it for the long term. So your person isn't rushing anymore, they're very much taking it very slowly. I've had many signs to take it very slowly. Okay, let's get more messages from your person, and we'll get some love messages out for you. A voyage, they do want to go away with you, hey? I want to get another one of these out as well. Tell us more. 3. Okay. So a voyage, this is the honeymoon thing. They want to take you away. They want to take you somewhere else and spend some time with you. Now here, illumination, adventures, and openness. Oh, they see so much. They could have so much with you. They imagine going on adventures with you. Openness. They see you as a self-loving person that is very free, and they want that too. So they've got this vision of this very adventurous life with you. Illumination, like they can have so much more with you. I feel like the life was kind of small before, and it kind of still is now, but they've got all of these visions, these dreams and visions of this adventures with you and having this freedom with you and doing all kinds of things with you, and they're open to that. You're opening their eyes to that, and that they're open to that. Is that chicken? Yeah, wow. So they want to have adventures with you. And maybe this honeymoon thing, maybe they're thinking about that a lot more, to incorporate that kind of thing. They want to do this right. They just want to do this right. So let's get you some love messages out then, from their heart to yours. Their heart to yours. Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. It says here. They want you to look for the good in them, because they're really afraid that you're going to judge them. She wants some more biscuits, but there are no more out. She's eaten them all already. Embrace your emotions, it says. They want you to open up. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. They want you to open up and show your feelings to them. So your person very much wants validation from you first. They're feeling very nervous about their approach to you, and they want you to express their emotions. So it's like they want the go ahead from you. They want a sign that you are open to them, that you do have feelings for them, and they want you to express that in some kind of a way. Maybe like the initial meeting, you smiled at them and there was just something in that. I want one more of these. Oh, there's 3 more. Every time I ask for one, there's 3 for you guys. 3 cards pop out, but let's see. The heart of the matter. There's more going on that meets the eye. So there are secrets. I was getting that when this honeymoon that they want to take you away on here, they need you by yourself, because they need to share some secrets with you. There's things that you don't know about them. There's more going on that meets the eye, and they want to discuss that with you before anyone else can. So they don't want to get together with you for everyone else to see, because they're afraid that people are going to tell you stuff before they do. They want to get to know you, getting to know each other. I told you, like, they might be watching you or getting to know you and learn to meet another's need for love. They're collecting information about you to meet your needs for love, and they're going to do that in a grand gesture to kind of sweep you off your feet there. And also a spiritual connection. So they understand that this is a spiritual connection. There's way more going on here. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So this is a past life connection. They realize that this is a spiritual connection, and there's a lot to this. Wow, there you go. I'm gonna have to let that cat out. So if that sounds like it is your story, or could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive, go into that with me, and I'll get you some advice for all of this as well. Seems like a beautiful relationship, this one. I'm impressed. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. You can find a link for that in the description and in the comments as well. Just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars. It's an instant download, so do get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it in that email, which might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. It will have a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. So just click on that crystal and you can watch that straight away. So if this is where you're leaving me, don't forget to click like on this video, click that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Good luck with this relationship. I will see you in the extended if you're coming with me. Bye. You chose the flower. This one's for you. Let's find out your messages from your person. So this could be someone that you've met already, someone that you've got your eye on. It could be someone that you don't know, but it's your person that's coming in. So as always, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this, a video reading. And in that, I'm going to go more into you, into guidance for you right now. And guidance for you in this situation you find yourself in right now, whether you're dealing with something emotionally, whether there's something you need to do to heal to be ready for this person, whether there's something that you need to do. Guidance for you now, guidance for you in this relationship. So once you guys are together, what you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, and dynamics between you, what you need to know about that, how to make it work really well. Also how this might go down, so how my changes come about, how they're going to approach you, that kind of thing. How's it all going to happen, and possible timelines for all of that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box below as well, and in the comments too. So let's get some cards out. Let's get some messages from your person to you. Okay. Tending to the future is the first card out here. Tending to the future. They want a long-term thing. They're tending to the future. This could be someone that is focused on their work right now, tending to the future, making sure they've got a solid foundation to even be able to have a relationship in the first place. So you might not have even met this person because they're busy working, saving up for a house, that kind of thing. Or it could be someone that you've met and they're in it for the long term, not just about this relationship. They want to build a solid foundation for themselves. Patience. Your person's got patience here. So this is going to be a slow process. And tending the garden, yes, the building for the future. This is someone who has responsibility for their lives. They have patience. They want something for the long term. This isn't just a fly-by-night kind of person winging it and, living by the seat of the pants kind of paycheck to paycheck and hand to mouth kind of thing. It's not this person at all. Or if that was them, they're not that now. This is someone that wants to build something. I feel like they're very focused on themselves at the moment because of that, but they might think, well, I'm not ready for a relationship because I don't have a house or I don't have that solid foundation. I need that in myself. It could be someone that is like setting up a business and getting firm foundations in that. It could be something like that too. Let's find out more messages from your person. But it's a great sign because this is someone that is showing commitment to themselves, which is just perfect, isn't it? Because you need that. We all need to be committed to ourselves, married to ourselves in a way, loving ourselves, doing great things for ourselves, making great choices for ourselves, taking care of our inner children. And a big part of that is this tending to the future, is building something for ourselves. So your person's got a high self-worth because of that, it shows. Queen of Cups, this is the wife kind of an energy of being open and ready and accepting of their energies. This could be them seeing you as a nurturer, as the mother of their children, as having an open heart, and they want to take care of you kind of an energy here. Wow, that's a nice card to come out first. Tell us more. This could be very traditional. This could be like a male. If we're talking you're a female and they're a male, this could be very traditional kind of a male who wants a traditional kind of a wife kind of thing, the nurturer, the one to have the children, that kind of thing. Could be for some of you. It's not necessarily that way around, but they are definitely seeing you as this loving presence for sure. The heart is full of love. Full of love. They're feeling so much love. So if you've met this person already, you've got a lot of love to give and they're feeling a lot for you. Wow, Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups. This is a lot of love. The Ace of Cups, it's when you're overcome with joy and with love and, just like overwhelming in a way. When you feel so happy and so in love that you start crying, it's that kind of an energy I'm picking up on here. Wow. Readings have been really good this time. Crystals is incredible. If you were attracted to that reading at all, the crystal, check that one out. Beautiful. I'm told to take these together. Okay, so we've got the Three of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands here. Three of Cups about a reconciliation. For some of you, this is someone that wants to come back. So you could have known them in the Knight of Wands energy, the player kind of thing. Now they're setting something up for the future. So you could have known them at a younger age. Knight of Wands. When they weren't ready for commitment, when they weren't tending to the future. But now they want a reconciliation. Now they're tending to the future. The Seven of Wands shows a bit of indifference here. This could have been someone that rejected you in the past, or someone that you rejected because they were in this player energy. They didn't want something serious. Maybe you did. And there's a past here. If there isn't a past with this person, I mean a past with you, like you weren't in a romantic relationship with them already, they've got a past, like, and you might be aware of that past too. So you could already know this person or have known them in the past. Like this could be someone that was in your group of friends. You were aware of them and you weren't that impressed with them. For some of you, yeah, you've met this person, but you've never had anything romantic with this person. That's for some of you. And they're different now. You're going to be surprised. You're like, they've changed. They've grown up. Different phases in life, you know. There's that player stage. They were in that before. I feel like you knew them before. Maybe not very well, but you saw them in that. Now they're in this tending to the future. They've grown up. It's like, okay, I'm ready for commitment now. Well, I'm getting ready for it. Take that as it resonates. Some of you could have had a romantic relationship with them already, and they were in that energy, and it was just like you were indifferent to it because it's like, this is not what I want. But now they've changed their energy. Now, for some of you watching this reading, it might not be your reading, because if they're not showing you that they've changed their energy, don't take this reading over that. If they're still a player, they're still a player. Do you know what I mean? I'm very aware of that. People watching my readings to want to hear what they want to hear, kind of thing. Always take the evidence of what is before you over a reading. Always do that. Don't let a reading tell you that someone's changed their energy if they're not. Always take the evidence. We've got the Eight of Pentacles here as well. So they are building something, and it did feel like that to me. They're saving for a house. They are building something. They're building a business. They are focused on their work at the moment. They're trying to get those solid foundations. They're committing to themselves before they can commit to a relationship here, is what I'm getting. So let's get deeper into this. This Queen of Cups energy. They could be seeing you as the Queen of Cups here. Someone that they want to commit to, like, because the Queen of Cups is that wifey kind of energy. Wanting to have children, which is more the Empress energy, I guess, but I don't know, I'm just picking it up from the Queen of Cups there. They're wondering whether you're open to that as well. Queen of Inspiration, you're very good looking. So they see you as the Queen, whether you're a man or a woman. They're seeing you as very good looking. Wondering whether you're open to this, a commitment kind of thing. Your person could have had their eyes open to you and realized just what they had in front of them all those years ago. For some of you, it feels like that. Queen of Inspiration takes a lot of action. So you could be like very focused on your career, that kind of thing, building solid foundations. Now they're rising up to meet you. They're doing that same thing there. And that could be why they're opening their eyes to you. Like, oh, maybe Flower is my queen because they're doing those things. That energy that I'm moving into now, Flower's there doing those things. Maybe they're the right person for me. What's behind this? Forgiveness. But will they forgive me? Because they weren't in that energy before, right? They weren't in that energy before. So, you're my queen, I'm sorry. For some of you, this is a reconciliation kind of thing, and they weren't that person. They're a different person now. They've got different priorities now. They've grown up. But will you forgive them? Will their queen forgive them? There's no lack of love there. They're feeling a lot for you, and they might not have realized that before. Like in the past, they might have had feelings for you, yes, but they've not developed, they've not sat with those feelings and developed those feelings and realized what it meant. You know, they could have You know, some people just like feel those feelings and then they take it as a sexual thing before they kind of mature and are able to delve deeper into those feelings. It could be that. Ace of Cups. Tell us why the Ace of Cups is here. They do have a lot of feeling for you. They could be remembering those feelings that they had for you in the past. Seven of Materials. But the foundations are there, you see. They planted those seeds in the past. So, yes, they've had feelings for you for a long time, it seems, but they didn't develop those feelings until now. It seems like they planted the seeds. The seeds of those feelings have been planted, and now your person is getting focused on their stability, on building things for themselves. They're growing up and they're realizing, oh, the seeds were planted there. Maybe flower's my person. They seem to have the right thing. So that Seven of Materials is a card of patience as well. So these feelings have been developing over time. The feelings for you have been developing over time. And it's not because the feelings weren't there in the first place. It's because they weren't there in the first place. They weren't fully available to feel those feelings and to develop those feelings and to delve into it. I'm just getting this, you know, when people like feel something for someone and they go, you're hot. And that's why they leave it. And yet then you realize there's way more to this than that. But you're just telling me that I'm hot. You know? That it's not someone that has gone into those feelings and asked themselves what it truly is. And I feel like that they're doing that now. Slow but steady, new day is behind that. So slowly they're realizing that they've got feelings for you. Or the feelings that they do have for you is more. They're delving into it. New day. Ready for a new start here. Slow but steady. It's been creeping up on them. So this Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands there. This is the past stuff. So what went on in the past? They want a reconciliation. But they're kind of worried about what went on in the past between you guys. Or what didn't go on for some of you. Maybe there was a rejection there. Excuse me. I feel like there was a rightful rejection there. If there's a rejection going on, you turn them away. What's this about then? The Three of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Page of Inspiration and the Ten of Voices. That past needs to be left behind as a painful ending kind of thing. Page of Inspiration, so this new start can happen. So there's some healing that's got to be done here about the past. If this is a reconciliation, it's a reconciliation of can we heal the past? Can we let it go? That painful thing that happened. Yeah, there's something tricky from the past to get over in this relationship if you are to be together. They feel willing to give it a go, but it feels more that it's you that needs to. I don't feel like there's much work for them to do. They've just got to apologize and come to you and like, can you forgive me? That's what this feels like. The Page of Inspiration, asking for forgiveness there. Wanting a new start, but it's still very young kind of an energy here. Can you get over that past hurt, the painful ending, the rejection, them coming at you wrong in the past? I feel like your person is going to try and have this reconciliation, but like I say, it's not going to be a reconciliation like, here I am, baby, I'm all yours. It's like a reconciliation like, I'm so sorry, can you forgive me? That kind of reconciliation. And then the ball's in your court, you know? And I think it is. What's behind this? The reunion of souls. They want this reconciliation. They did it wrong. They did you wrong in the past, didn't they? They might not have done you wrong, but they just didn't show up as that right person. Been putting the work in now. Eight of Pentacles, they have been putting the work in. They might want to prove that to you, you know? Let's take that as well. Along with whatever this is that's sat on the Eight of Pentacles. The Page of Materials. See it, page again. Coming off is this very young kind of an energy. There could be an age difference between you here. The Wheel of Fortune, but they want to get moving now. The Wheel of Fortune turns, you know. We go through these cycles. Your person's growing up. They've got these dreams. They're putting in the work. They're coming at you, not just apologising. They're saying, hey, and I've got like half the deposit together for a house, and I'm building this business now, or whatever it is that they're doing. Wanting to offer you something material. So they're not just coming along and saying, hey, I still love you, let's get back together, or let's get together, and but I've got nothing. You know, I've not done anything. I'm still the same person, but I've just got good ideas. I've got good ideas. Maybe we'd get together and build something. They're not saying that. They're like, I'm already building something. I've got this offer, a tangible offer, page of materials. I've been putting the work in. I'm getting rewards back. I'm building something up now. They're coming with proof, coming out with proof, and probably a tangible offer here. They probably need to. Some of you, this past thing was very disappointing for you. Oh, what's up with my voice today? What's behind this? Sacred space. They're going to give you space and time as well. They want to give you space and time to do that, to make a decision. They're not going to push you into a decision. Yeah, this your person here. They want a reconciliation with you, and they want to apologize to you, and they want to show you that they've changed and that they are maturing, not coming across as a mature energy at all, but they're maturing, that's for sure. And they're putting some effort in. Let's find out more. So let's get some more messages from your person. They're showing willing, excuse me, they're showing willing to grow up. Like I said, I'm not particularly getting a mature energy from this person at all, but it's like those beginning phases of like, right, I'm ready, I'm saving up for a deposit on a house kind of thing. It's that kind of an energy. You know, when someone, say, maybe in the mid-20s or late 20s, and they decide to stop playing around and being like a teenager still and get on with life on an adult level. Calling in the soulmate. So this is what they've been thinking about, of not just leveling up as in career and houses and stuff like that. It's calling in the soulmate. And see how young they both look there. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. They want the soulmate now. The wife. Your person could be thinking about having children. I was getting that before with the Queen of Cups. There could be. I'm not getting that strongly. Tell us more. Your hard work's paying off. See, they are working hard. You meaning Capricorn this side. So they're working hard. They're building things up. They want to prove something to you. They're not just doing it for you though. This is someone that's got a new kind of, oh, I should be an adult. Let's, get my career off the ground, or this business off the ground, or save up for a house, or start adulting. And the hard work is paying off. So they're reaching this tipping point where they're starting to feel good about themselves in that process, and they're thinking about you, calling in the soulmate, and and they're thinking, well, maybe it's flowers. Maybe flowers my person. Tell us more. Tell us more. Messages from flowers person. Humility and willingness. I tell you, they're coming along with an apology. And it might not be that they hurt you or anything like that. They might have just said, I was an idiot before, I'm sorry. But I've got feelings for you. I think you're my person. Can I prove myself to you? I've been doing all of this work. This is who I am now. I know you knew me as that kind of person before. So they're being humbled, but they're willing to come at you with humility there. Again, like I say, don't take this as your reading if someone is not doing this stuff. If your person doesn't come in, don't hold out the hope that they're going to be this just because this reading says this. Don't watch readings and hope. Well, you can use them for hope, yes, but take the evidence of what they're doing. In other words, let them show you this. But don't presume that your person is this when they're just being an idiot still and they're not doing this. So they're willing to have humility there and to come at you correctly, or more correctly than they did before, because as I said, I'm not getting a hugely mature energy from this person still. I'm just getting this, the showing willing. It's the energy like of my eldest son when he came to live with me in Australia, and he was just young, but yeah, he was fired up, wanting to do something, create something for himself. It's that kind of an energy. Cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in the head. So they are very much thinking about the past, how you will have thought of them, that kind of thing. Cringing, like, oh, why did I do that? Why in front of flowers? That kind of an energy here, and a mask. Not showing the true feelings, hiding. Very much about the past. They're embarrassed. They're embarrassed about who they were. It was a mask though, it wasn't truly them. Who they truly are is just coming about now. They're figuring it out. This isn't someone who's done an awful lot of self-development or self-awareness. They're just coming into that now. Is that what you want? I mean, you make up your mind there. I mean, how much have you done? They might not be a match to you. That's what I'm thinking. Even if they're humble, even if it kind of feels like a win to your ego that this person at least is growing a little, they still might be way behind you and not a match to you. They're thinking you're a match to them. That's very different, right? That's very different, because people think that you're a match to them when they see something in you that's a similarity, but it doesn't mean that they're similar to you. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you're a master at something, a novice at something, who wants to be a master could think that the master is a match to them, but they're not. The master doesn't think that the student's a match to them, but the student does. And so this is what's going on for them, a beautiful uncaging of the heart. They're growing, they're learning, they're maturing, they are doing that. They're opening the heart, they're learning who they are emotionally. It's encouraging, but does it make a relationship? I mean, you're going to have to ask yourself that, and I'll get into your guidance in the deeper dive here, but just what I'm picking up on so far is that you want to consider this one very carefully, I would say, depending on where you're at the moment. Spaciousness, again, sacred space, spaciousness. They want to give you space. They're releasing people, places, things that drain their essence. They are feeling this enthusiasm and joy. I'm getting that. They are filled with enthusiasm and joy. They're like, okay, I'm going to get flowers. I'm going to get a house. I'm going to get flowers. I'm going to get like my life in order. I'm going to be adult. Yeah, it is good energy. It is. Okay, what's next? Let's find out more messages from them to you. What else is going on? Integrating the ego is what they're doing. And so there's this humility, there's this growing up. They're losing the fight. They're losing that teenage angst thing now. I don't know what age your person is here, but they're very much that teenage energy. I mean, the 50-year-old, 60-year-old guys can have that energy. Anyone can really. Anyone can really. This isn't a guy thing. It's just, I'm a girl attracted to guys, so I've seen it in them. So my examples will be about that. But integrating the ego, they're realizing things about themselves, the masks that they've had, their old self, and how it's not really true. We all go through that. It's very, I don't know, you go through that when you're teenage, early 20s maybe. Some people don't. Like I say, some people take that into older age. Yes. That's what they're going through right now. Honoring adversity. So things have gone wrong for them. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. Oh, so things have fallen apart for them. Okay. So, yeah. So the universe has pushed them into this awakening, this Maturing, tending to the future, very much maturing, right? Patience and tending the garden. Well, they've got a lot of work to put in, your person here. Things are falling apart for them. Invoking self-realization, yes. Each breath confirms how awake I already am. Your person is being kind of pushed into an awakening here. Self-realization, knowing themselves, of your person is maturing. Tell us more. More messages from your person here. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what age your person is, but they are stepping into this maturing thing, and they do have this teenage. No, they had this teenage energy, but they're coming out of it, but they're only just coming out of it. White rose, beautiful. New start and wisdom. There you go. This fresh energy. They've got this fresh energy. Let's make a go of this. I'm ready to be an adult now. Knowing yourself is the beginning of wisdom. But they're very much at that point of getting to know themselves, of the self-awareness. Know thyself is the first step, right? Then there's a lot more. There's like heal thyself. There's empower thyself and all of that. I feel like your person has got a lot more, and like it depends. Are they a match to you? It depends on how far down that path you are as well. You might both be able to be on this path, but if you're like someone that would like this person isn't a match to me, not at all. This is a student for me. There's no way I would get together with someone like this. It's up to you whether you want to or not. It just depends where you're at too, you know. Let's get some more messages from Flowers person. I'm interested in this deeper dive because of what your guidance will be in this situation. It's going to be an interesting one. Okay, unfinished symphony. So yeah, there was something with you and this person in the past that's unfinished. So there was feelings there and it's unfinished, and the change and the change, the changing, the change. There's no place like home. You feel like home to them. And they want to come back. This is unfinished. They've changed. You feel like home to them. They want to come back. Tell us more. And then we'll get some messages from their heart to your heart. New beginnings. They want to start again. New beginnings. It's very fresh. It's like, let's move in together and start a life together. Is there anything more? Yes. Simplicity. Let's just simply start again. Let's simply start again, this new beginning. Are you able to do that? Right, so a message from you, their heart to your heart. What does their heart want to say to you? Back to what you love, they're coming back. Reevaluate your desires. This is about them, really. It's not about you. The person's very focused on themselves. Have you noticed that? It is all about them. I mean, I know I'm doing messages from them, but they're not telling me a whole lot about you here. It's a lot about them. And this is the same. Back to what you love. This is about them coming back to what they love. Do you understand what I mean? This person has got kind of a selfish energy or self-centered energy. Maybe not selfish, self-centered. So they're not really thinking about how can I love flower. They're thinking, I love flower. It's about me, my feelings. I love flower. Flower feels like home to me. It's all about them. This reading anyway, their energy. They're not thinking like, how can I love and take care of flower? What do flowers want? Look to your inner strength. You're stronger than you realize. This is for you. You're stronger than you realize. The seer is this strong, this strength. It feels like you're out of their league to me. Be in the present and dream of the future. They do want this new start, and it's like they're projecting their feelings onto you here. When we dream, everything is possible. They're hoping that you want the same thing as them, and maybe you do. Maybe you do. Listen with all your heart. You're listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. They are hoping that you feel the same way as them here. I want you to listen with your heart. There you go. So if that sounds like it is your story, flowers, or could be your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive. In that deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation you find yourself in right now, which I think is quite pertinent. And also guidance for you in this relationship as well. So if you guys get together, what you need to know about them, the dynamics of it all, what you're going to contend with in this relationship, how to make it work really well if you choose this mission of being in a relationship with them, and how this might all go down as well, how they might approach you, and when, possible timelines for all of this. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments as well. Just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant download, so do make sure you get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. It might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you've got Gmail. Now, once you find the email, there will be a link in there to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that flower and you can watch it instantly. So thank you so much for watching. If this is where you're leaving me and you're not coming to that extended, good luck with this relationship. Don't forget to click like on this video, click that subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me. Drop a comment, love hearing from you guys. And if you're coming with me to the extended, then I will see you in there. Best of luck. See you next time. Bye. Shells. If you chose the shell and this one's for you, let's find out some messages from your person. Now, as always, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended video reading that goes with this. And in that, I'm going to go into guidance for you specifically. In the situation you find yourself in right now, whether you're dealing with this emotionally, whether there's some action that you need to take or something that you need to heal or sort out within yourself first, I'm going to go into that. I'm going to go into guidance for you in this relationship when you guys are together, what you need to know about them, what you need to know about yourself, possible dynamics, how to make this work really well. And also, how this might all go down as well, and possible timelines for all of that. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments as well. So let's get some messages from your person. There we go, I got a card out. Messages from your person. Charles, fleeting beauty. They think you're beautiful. But there's that fleeting word there. Short term. Fleeting beauty. Not convinced that you're going to stay in their life for a long time, maybe just for a good time. Let's see. Now that could be a worry of theirs, you know, that too good to be true kind of an energy. It could be that. Guardian, they want to take care of you. Beautiful. They want to take care of you. They want to look after you. They want to protect you. Fleeting beauty. Fragility here of something. Too good to be true, maybe. They're feeling like you're too good to be true, like they don't deserve you. They want to take care of you. Very beautiful thing you are, Charles. Let's find out more. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. They feel left out. They're feeling I'm just getting this I'm not good enough for you kind of thing. They want to take care of you, but I don't believe that you will want me. Knight of Cups. They do want to give a love offer though. This is like someone that's going to say, you don't want to go out with me, do you? You don't want to dance with me, do you? It's someone that doesn't feel like great about themselves. Page of Cups here. Very pigs might fly. Pigs might fly. They're reaching high. They're putting you on a pedestal. They're reaching high for you. They want to ask you out. Even if it's just for a short time. They want to take care of you. They want to be that person that's by your side, even if it's for a short time. Why doesn't your person believe in themselves? Let's find out. The Sun. Wow. You make them so happy, full of joy, but they're putting you on a pedestal big time here. That's kind of a red flag to me. I mean, it feels good to our ego when someone adores us like this, but have you been in relationships like that when someone adores you? It's not healthy. I mean, it's nice to your ego, first of all, but they can get very draining. 5 of Pentacles. How come they're feeling left out here? What's going on here? Ace of Materials. They feel like you've got other offers. You've got bigger offers, that there's people that are better for you than them, that can offer you more than them. Well, yes, because look, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, they're coming in with these feeble offers here. They don't have much to offer. That's how they're feeling about themselves anyway. They might have a lot of love to offer, but maybe not so many pentacles. This is the Ace of Materials. This is a big offer. So they're seeing that you could have like rich people after you and stuff like that. That's why they're feeling left out. They don't feel like that they've got what it takes. They want to give you the world, protect you. Maybe they don't have very much money. Maybe they don't have very much prestige. They just putting you on this pedestal here and feeling left out, feeling like they don't have what it takes to approach you here. But they're definitely feeling like you've got other options, better options than them. People that can give you big offers. Your person here could be leaving themselves out of things like that Five of Pentacles there, feeling left out because they could be just believing so much in the material stuff or judging themselves so much based on that. You might have been in this situation in yourself in the past. When you're struggling financially, how that makes you feel about yourself. It can make you feel really down about yourself and like you're not worth very much, or there's just something wrong with you. I feel that your person is feeling that. They could have had a downturn in their finances, and it's making them feel just not good enough in life, making them very worried and making them feel like they're not good enough for you. Duality and ancient wisdom there. The person could have all of the feels and the heart stuff there. They could be the person that loves you, right, but they're very much focused on the money and the lack of money and the lack of what they've got to offer you, and thinking, it's not like they're thinking that you're materialistic and a gold digger kind of thing, but it could come across that way, the way that they're thinking about you. They're not. They're just judging themselves. They're not thinking that you're materialistic, but they're judging themselves based on their lack of material stuff here. So there's a duality there. Ancient wisdom. Your person needs to stop leaving themselves out and needs to realize just how much they offer. That's probably when their finances are going to turn around, right? So that is definitely a Five of Pentacles then, and not a Five of Cups. They're not questioning whether they can love you right or not. They're questioning whether they've got enough financials or that financial stability or enough to offer you. The person could be old-fashioned in that way, but they've got to have like some material foundations to be able to offer you in a relationship. It could be the culture that they're in as well. Knight of Cups here. They're feeling all the feels for you though, the romance. They want to romance you. They want to give you a love offer here. The Devil. But they don't feel like they're going to be good for you. Wow, your person's really mixed up here. They don't feel like they're going to be good for you. Your person's heavily judging themselves here. They're not even going to come to you with this love offer while they're tearing themselves apart like this. The person's very much in their head. They got the heart stuff going on there, but then they just tear themselves down. This is someone that is just so down on themselves. Huh? What's behind this? Burden and divine timing. They feel like they've done something wrong and they're burdened, and that they deserve this, and it's divine timing. Oh. What has your person done? So your person could have, I feel like your person's punishing themselves for something in the past. Now, it might be something involving you, but it might not be as well. They could have had a relationship go wrong, say, and they're punishing themselves for that, and they think, well, they've manifested it. They've manifested the downturn in finances as a self-punishment because of something else that they've done. I don't feel like they've done anything bad. It just might be a breakdown of a relationship or something like that, which happens to the best of us. But they're punishing themselves in that. They do want to come in and give you this love offer. They just feel like they're going to be bad for you. This person is manifesting trouble for themselves right now because they feel guilty about something in the past. They've manifested a downturn in finances. They're burdening themselves. They feel like they're just desserts kind of thing because of something they've done, and they haven't even done anything that bad, is what I'm picking up on here. They're thinking that they'll be really bad for you because of this. It's almost like they're depressed. They could be depressed, right? Page of Cups, pigs might fly. They don't hold out much hope for this relationship at all. They do want to give you that offer, but it's so much pessimism along with it. Like I said, it's that person. You don't want to go out with me, do you? You don't want to dance with me, do you? They do want this. It's like their heart and their soul is crying out, like, pick yourself up, Shell's person, and feel better about yourself. They know that they've got some kind of a connection with you, but their energy isn't matching it at the moment. Their energy is matching losing you. Interesting that they want to protect you. Maybe they want to protect you from themselves. They've seen themselves as bad news. And they're so not. You know, the people that are bad news never feel like this. The people that aren't bad news can beat themselves up like this. And they're not bad news at all. This is not the devil person in the slightest. This is someone that is heavily judging themselves. Page of Cups. Tell us why the Page of Cups is here. Pigs might fly, huh? They're a dreamer. Two emotions, because they give you this love offer, like this significant love offer, and there you are with your heart closed down. You're like, no. That's what they're worried about, is coming in with this love offer and you're kind of laughing in the face going, no. They're worried that you're going to confirm everything that they think about and feel about themselves. Your person isn't ready to ask you here. They need to stop beating themselves up. They need to find some self-love first. Oh, you know, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the two emotions that just want to ask you. They're so scared. Of rejection, yes. But poor thing. Tell us what's behind this. Retreat. Too scared to. Retreating away. Hiding in the shadows. Slinking back. They could like be about to ask you and then just like shrink back like that. They could be thinking about texting you and then go, oh God, no, I can't. I can't take any much more. I can't take any more rejection, and I feel badly enough about myself, and just the end of them, you rejecting them. So they're retreating their energy. They're not asking. They want to. They're on the verge of asking, but they just can't. The person needs to heal themselves. The sun, the joy, the inner child wants this. They're being nudged to do this, to approach you here. Your person has got a lot of internal process to go through before they're going to come forward and actually do this. If they're sensible, anyway. Otherwise, if they manage to get over this hurdle and ask you, you're going to end up with a person that is just constantly asking for confirmation of you because they haven't found it in themselves yet. Your person needs to feel good enough for you first before they approach you, because if they don't, they're going to be very needy for validation all the time. You love me, don't you? You're going to leave me, aren't you? It's going to be a person like that. So they definitely need to sort themselves out and come into their own energy like this. And yes, oh yeah, maybe your person's going to heal themselves then and do this. Come into their own, find themselves again. Oh, I hope so. Just for anyone, not for you and your relationship, but yes, for that too, but just for them, like, oh, poor thing, really going through it. Cross watchers, is this you? Unlimited possibilities. So they've got such high hopes here, and they've got so much potential here. Wow. I wonder what's going to happen with them, man, because they do need to go easy on themselves and heal themselves, but it looks like they will do. They've got the potential of that anyway. Well, everybody does. Everyone can heal themselves, but not everyone's going to, right? Not everyone does heal themselves. Some people like take this stuff to the grave. We got the wedding card out here, so they could want this, but look at his face there. He's like, that's our energy. You're like, I love him. And he's like, oh God. So they wanted something solid, commitment here. Pigs might fly back. The senior is the happily ever after. But your person is so insecure right now. Worth waiting for at the bottom of the deck there. Could be worth waiting for this person. There's no lack of love there, and I feel like they're going, this is this trajectory kind of thing, the sun here, and going to come into themselves and come out as that. Tell us more about them. Messages from Shell's person. Hold your vision and expect powerful change. Oh well, we better expect powerful change in this situation because something needs to change, right? That's powerful. It's a new moon eclipse. It's very powerful, that. Of course, the universe is going to help them with this. They've got a higher self. Your person has got a lot of yearning here as well. You're like the lure, the carrot dangled in front of the nose here. I want shells, but I feel dreadful about myself. Like I said, this isn't a bad person. The bad people, they never think like this. They don't beat themselves up like this. They just go like nonchalantly with excess confidence that they don't even deserve to have, and not ever questioning themselves of whether there's something wrong with them. The real bad ones are not questioning themselves like this. Your person has hardly done anything wrong at all. I'm not saying they're perfect, they're not, but they are heavily beating themselves up for something. So expect powerful change. They expect powerful change. They want that. They've got a yearning. You know what happens when someone's got a yearning like that, especially when they're wanting this romance, is that the universe helps them out. When you've got that yearning, when you're asking those questions, when you're in a mass like that, and they've got some self-awareness here, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't be beating themselves up. So your person is close to healing, much more closer than like a narcissist, like the abusers that I was talking about before, the ones that, you know, are stupid and they don't know it, or are an abuser and they don't know it. They're never questioning themselves, not feeling bad about themselves at all. Your person isn't that. Your person is on the road to healing, because this is the first step. And because of that powerful energy, there will be powerful change in them. Hold the vision now. They're holding this vision. They want this. Oh, it's hard for them though. This is someone really going through it. Dark night of the soul stuff. A lot of healing they need to do. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to take a long time, because your person could get a therapist and do this fast. They could. Now, that doesn't need to be you. In fact, that must not be you. You are not their therapist. If you are the carrot dangled in front of them, the one that they want to have a relationship with, you are not that person. You are not in the right position to do that. Do not be their therapist. You will wreck the relationship if you do that. Those lines should never be crossed. I know, I've done it. It should never be crossed. Just in case you were thinking, I can help them. Take this one as a project. No. They can get through this stuff if they get a therapist. They can get through it fast. I mean, they'll get through it anyway. Your person's on this trajectory. Like I said, the ones that never heal from this stuff, they're not the ones that are questioning themselves or even in this energy that your person's at now. Got acceptance here. You're ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Your person needs to love themselves is what needs to happen here. They could have had like a parent or parents that were very hard on them, and they've taken on that and very hard on themselves now. They need to do that healing work to feel good about themselves and not be beating themselves up like they are here. stabbed in the back. Eek. What happened to them? Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. See, it wasn't even them. Hey, it wasn't even them. I knew it wouldn't be. So they've been attacked, they've been stabbed in the back, and then they're beating themselves up about it. It's not even them. See, this is what happens when someone's on this healing trajectory like that. We take on way, I'm one of them. We take on way too much of the responsibility for the crappy things that other people do, and then we ask ourselves, what's wrong with me? And then, but that is good in a way. It's totally wrong. There's nothing wrong with you, but it's good in a way because that leads us to healing, right? That is the path to healing when we do that. Because what is the path to healing? Well, it's understanding our part in it, understanding why we pick people like that in the first place. People that will stab us in the back and trying to get love off people when they've got a knife in the hand ready to plunge it into our back, you know? To recognize that that's not a self-loving thing, is it? So, yes, your person is on the path to healing here. Messages. Messages from Cheryl's person here. Okay. Opening to discovery. So they are open to discovery here within themselves, which is a good thing, key. Like you're helping them. You are helping them to heal their heart. They need to do this for sure to heal their heart. Now, there's going to be a burst of magic for them. So the universe is helping them. It does. It helps people like this. It does. They might even be watching this as well as a cross watcher. Awakening the genius there. So they're going to step into this energy and they're going to realize, hopefully they're watching this, to realize that they're not as bad as they think. The true devils are never in this energy that they're in here. Really not. And so there's this burst of magic. If they're not watching this reading, the universe is going to get this message to them somehow that there's like they're not that bad. They're not that bad. And they're actually a genius and they can heal themselves and they can heal their heart and open up, you know, open up to this relationship, but to themselves, like to feeling good about themselves so that they've got something to offer in a relationship, you know. Creative blocks and challenges, yikes. So this is the messages to you, right, Charles? Well, it's been very much about them, but they're going through a lot of challenges right now. They want to ask you out, but they're just feeling so down on themselves, they think you're going to reject them. Got creative blocks there, so they're imagining how they might ask you out. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Two of Emotions there. Very much focused on asking you out and wanting to be with you, but just so many challenges within themselves. Unbearable situations. Oh, poor thing. Okay, let's find out more. Okay, these are like, I can't remember what they're called, like healing guidance cards or something like that. That's the deep stuff that's going on within them. Opening my mind and embodying my soul. This is beautiful. Your person here is on the brink of healing and they're going to be an incredible person when they are loving themselves and opening up to that. So they're opening the mind, they're allowing themselves to see beyond my beliefs and ideas, opening their mind to loving themselves and embodying the soul. I have a right to be excited. I'm getting goosebumps now because your person is going to heal and they're going to be an incredible person once they do. Now they're like a shell of the person. Oh, shells. They're like a shell of the person that they are going to be because of how they're feeling about themselves. But when they do heal themselves and the universe is going to help them do that, they've got an open mind. They're going to embody the soul. They're going to awaken that genius. It's going to be more. It's more than just healing in this relationship. It's like a genius in what they do. They're going to flourish in their work and, you know, all of that, the abundance and everything. Abundance and everything, yeah. It's no wonder that your person has manifested a downturn in finances here if they're doing that. Tell us more messages for shells. So I think that my biggest message to you is like, I'm in a mess right now, Shells. I want to be with you, but I just don't feel good enough. You're going to reject me. I'm a mess. I'm tearing myself apart. You don't even need to reject me. I'm rejecting myself right now. Message for Shells. Lilac. First emotions of love. They're getting there. Hey, they're getting there. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. You're helping them. You're helping them just by your very presence. The first emotions of love. You're giving them, you're the carrot dangled in front of their nose. You're a reason that they are pursuing this healing and getting over this. You're giving me a tangible reason. Your person, if they didn't have you as that prize, your person could very well be in total depression, not wanting to do anything with themselves, not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. I mean, they might be doing that as well, but you're kind of that, what they want to move toward, You're giving them a reason to do this. They're not going to do it just for the money. That's not enough of a fuel for them. They're just feeling dejected about that. They're feeling dejected about you, yes, but look at this. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, two of emotions there. They want this. They want you. They want this relationship. They've got a feeling that you're going to be really good for them. They've got a feeling that they're not really good for you at the moment, but they're going to heal from that, so don't worry about that. Tell us more. Messages from Shell's person. TikTok. It's just a matter of time. You need to give this person time because it's not going to be fast unless they get a therapist, and then it can be kind of fast. Even then, it's not going to be fast, but it could be faster. Tell us more. Courage. Now, your person is quite strong and courageous here, and they will pluck up that courage to do this. They are very much focused on you already, and so it's almost like they're putting themselves through it because of how they feel. It's like someone that's in complete poverty, but they're dreaming of riches all the time. They're putting themselves through something by doing that, by having that vision of riches. It's like, not in a way beating themselves up about it, yes, but also in a way reaching for that. It's when you're dreaming of something that you want, even though you're in the opposite of it, it's taking you through that healing process. That's why we need like inspired goals and stuff like that. And we need to go for it. There's nothing wrong with goals. There's nothing wrong with reaching. It's what starts us off on that path of healing ourselves, or of raising our vibration so that we can get it, of becoming that person so that we can have it. And so the very yearning for you is showing that they do have the courage to go there. They're putting themselves through that. Does that make sense? So they're reaching for you, even it's a courageous act in itself, because it's them reaching beyond where they're at the moment. I hope I've explained that properly. It is a courageous act. It's someone that's into growth. It's someone that is willing to do that. I have high hopes for your person, but it might take some time. Miracles. But stuff's going to happen. We've got this burst of magic and miracles. Of course the universe is going to help someone out like this. Of course. Yes, absolutely. This is almost like that message of the universe helps those that are humble. Your person's got a very real and humble kind of an energy about them here, because they are, they're open to this. They're putting themselves through it, and they're realizing. Your person's got self-awareness. Sure, it's on the negative at the moment, but that is the place to start for healing. So let's get some messages from their heart to your heart. Practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. Like, go easy on me. Be compassionate toward me. Like, I know I'm a complete mess and you're going to reject me outright, but please love me. Be compassionate toward me. This isn't them thinking that you're not compassionate. It's not. It's just, it's like, I'm a mess right now. That's what they want to say. I'm a mess right now. Be compassionate toward me. I wonder if you know this person already. Oh. I want to show you this one first. I love you. They love you properly. These are powerful words, yes. And this one, love endures. It's so tiny, these words. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is helpful and withstands every situation. They're going to endure. They're going to carry on. They love you. They're pursuing you in a way, even though it's not showing. It's not like it doesn't seem tangible at the moment because they seem to be holding themselves back from it. But they do love you and they do want to move towards you, and they're going to as well. And they're going to, but they know that they need to take those steps, and it's courageous, the steps that they're taking here. So don't expect this person to just like show up and declare their love for you. They've got a lot to go through first. Well, we'll find out in that deeper dive how this is all going to play out and get you some guidance and all of that. So if this sounds like it is your story, it could be your story. You might want to book in for that. Get your guidance on the situation that you're in right now for you. Guidance for you in this relationship. What else do you need to know about them? How can you make this relationship work once you guys are together? How this is all going to work out and possible timelines for all of that. If you're interested in that, I'll put a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments as well. Just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant download, so do get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you've got Gmail. Now in that email there will be a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You just need to click on the shell and you can watch that straight away. So there you go. If this is where you're leaving me, if you're not joining me in the extended, don't forget to click like on this video, click that subscribe button along with that notification bell. Good luck with this relationship. And if you're coming along with me to the extended, to that deeper dive, I will see you very shortly in there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.